time as believers, we get caught in the fact that they're characters. So because they're characters in the Bible, we don't think that that applies for us. Well, that introduces us to the guy by the name of Paul. Now, the reason why I wanted to use Paul as the character for the night, and it hurt me some, but it helped me more, is I need you to understand what Paul was experiencing. We just read chapter number 28, but if you go to chapter number 26, chapter 16, the Bible says that Paul and Silas were walking, and they met a young lady who had a spirit of divination, which is nothing more than a psychic. They looked at the young lady and said, spirit of divination, come out of her. Now, what they're doing is a God thing. Somebody say a God thing. See, have you ever been doing the right thing and somehow the wrong thing found you? There's been times in my life where I know I was doing the will of God and somehow trouble still found me. Or a situation still found me doing the right thing. He looked at this young lady, saw she was 16 years old, and she was bound by a demon, and looked at her and said, spirit of divination, come out of her. Well, the men who was over the city, who was her pimps, okay, for lack of a better term, said, man, these dudes are messing with our games. So we got to do something with them. Make a long story short, the Bible says that they put Paul and Silas in prison, and they beat them all night. Somebody say beat them all night. Again, they're on their way to do the good thing and found themselves in a bad situation. Then you go on later in the story, and the Bible says that they were in this prison in the midnight hour. Midnight represented the darkest places of your life. There's times where you've had midnight situations and you didn't know how to get out of it. That's what Paul and Silas found themselves in this text. Then the Bible says that they prayed and sang praises and found themselves now, instead of being bound, but being free. But see, what I love about God is sometimes God will put you in a situation and deliver you out of that one just in time for the next one.